So I just want to talk about my diet that I have. It's kind of a weird diet, I think, but it seems to work for me. And I don't know, so maybe somebody's going to listen to it. I know it's kind of like off the mark and that kind of thing. But I was just thinking about that because what I end up doing throughout the day, it's actually pretty simple. Is I just eat fruits and vegetables throughout the day until the evening time, and then I eat whatever the heck that I want to eat. And it really just like simplifies. It's more of a sort of simplifying of keeping healthy with what I eat. It's not necessarily anything other than that. It's just to keep healthy. So there is a trick though when you do this, because I feel a little bagged out if I just do this. You actually have to have a fair bit of salt throughout the day. I don't know if you've figured this out, but most regular food has a lot of salt in it, and the salt is the huge trick to change how you feel. My salt source is having pickles, and then I also drink pickle juice, and that really helps me out of kind of getting through, the day of. Without that, that's the absolute trick. If you do anything like this that has very low, like some people think like, oh yeah, I'll just eat like, carrots and celery all day. Try to do that, and you're gonna feel so bagged out and so awful. Trust me, on the days that I don't have enough salt, I know I feel it right away because you're just not getting the water in. You're just not getting hydrated enough, and you can't drink enough water throughout the day to compensate for that. And the reason why I just do this is just like what, Steve Jobs used to wear the same clothes and all that kind of stuff. It's just really easy. My diet before used to be a peanut butter sandwich, and that's what I would eat, and I kind of switched that out, and I just have some fruit and vegetables. So, just carrots and celery and raw vegetables and those kind of things. In the morning, maybe if my boys are having some breakfast and there's toast, I'll have I'll have a piece of toast. But it's really just like simplifying my life. Oh, and then the other thing I have is a smoothie in the morning with a scoop of protein, and so it's just like a fruit smoothie. I got like a really good blender. And it just keeps me kind of eating healthier throughout the day. It's super simple. And it's actually pretty tasty. The only time that I don't, I kind of get sick of it is if I have too much raw broccoli, and too much celery. And those two things make me feel like, ugh. But, other than that, if you eat that with fruits and vegetables throughout the day and you sort of mix it up, it's quite doable. And I'm not sure if that sort of has reduced calorie intake, but it's sort of reduces the amount of sort of heavy things that I'm going to eat. Oh, one other thing is to be very careful when you're doing this to watch out for headaches. So I tend to get a lot of headaches, and part of the reason I think what triggers me sometimes is the not eating and then eating something sugary does definitely spike my blood sugar. So I'd recommend for you to just like pace yourself. I tried for a while, probably about 6 months, maybe even a year, of doing, not eating before 2:00. I forget what they call that, that particular, the dinosaur diet thing. And it would spike my blood sugar too much whenever I ate. I actually felt amazing in the morning until 2:00. I was super crazy focused. It helped my focus like a lot. But the downside was the blood sugar spike that I would get, and I felt really not great, like in the sense of I would get headaches. And, that was the side effect of doing that. So I went back to what I was doing originally, which was eating just fruits and vegetables throughout the day. It sort of keeps my blood sugar a little bit better, and just reminding yourself to eat. You tend to do that, right? You tend to forget when you're working to eat. unless you sort of reach a point where you're just like kind of burnt out. But, in general, reminding yourself to eat on a regular basis kind of keeps that blood sugar at a certain level without it spiking too much. So that's actually the reason why I started eating like a little piece of toast in the morning with my kids or something like that. It's just keep my blood sugar a little bit more level so I didn't get as many headaches. And it seems to compensate a little bit more. So I know that this is kind of like offside and weird, but, I think, understanding how people eat and stuff is pretty good. So I've been able to roughly maintain within probably 10, 15 pounds of my weight for 15 years now, 10, 15 years, 10 years. I lost a bunch of weight, and I'd slowly been gradually eking up in terms of my weight, a half pound here every year, but that is mainly because we end up eating out a little bit and having some nice dinners and stuff, a little bit more than we probably should. I like to eat, and I don't think that there's anything detrimental to that. I'm sure finding a equilibrium, hopefully, what that means. I don't want to be like ultra skimping out on those things. I love to eat those things. Oh, the other thing, because I tend to get headaches a lot, migraines, I avoid alcohol completely at this point. I had to sort of drop it out because I was getting allergies, like really bad stomach issues from like stomach pains, not like, like the other issues, but like stomach pains and cramps. So I dropped out alcohol altogether, and that is helpful because you get a lot of really bad calories from that. I find like it's super easy to gain weight and not maintain what you're doing. And the other thing is, now that I've done it for so long, I don't like the feeling of losing control anymore. I don't like it. That's just not a nice feeling for me. Where I kind of like lose it, and that's what alcohol does to me. So with that, hopefully you like this kind of offsides chat, but I thought I'd talk about it. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.